Good morning. Welcome to the CGS Biblecast. So glad you're with us. Got any parents out there today? Maybe you're not a parent, but maybe you have set in time out before. Parents, if you have done this move before, you know you set your child off to the side. You tell them, do not move from this place. You are in time out. Now, what happens here is they get squirmish. They don't know what to do because they can't do anything else. Even if they were just sitting there watching the television and not moving for hours at a time, they talk back. You send them there and they tell them they can't move. Then they lose their mind, right? Until what happens, the parent says, time's up. In today's reading, God's man Elijah was sent to a rather rude awakening and a message. He had to send a message to this terrible king who the Bible notes it did more to provoke God's anger than any of the kings prior. So imagine you have the blood draining from Elijah's face as God tells him, go tell him, God says there won't be any rain or dew for the next few years. This was a big deal. God's judgment began to fall upon this king and to wreak havoc in the land. So this phrase, don't shoot the messenger, truly applies here as Ahab's anger burned. God sent Elijah to a desolate place far from everyone and everything. Let's read about it here. See how God provides for him, even in this, not a great situation. So we have 1 Kings chapter 17, and this is Elijah, who is the first prophet we see, and it's great to see. I love Elijah. It's great to see him here. Then the Lord said to Elijah, go to the east and hide in Kerith brook near where it enters the Jordan River. Drink from the brook and eat what the ravens bring you, for I have commanded them to bring you food. So Elijah did as the Lord told him. He camped beside Kerith brook, east of the Jordan, and the ravens brought him bread and meat each morning and evening, and he drank from the brook. After a while, the brook dried up, for there was no rainfall anywhere in the land. So, okay, this God tells him this. He's not super happy about it, but at least he's taken care of, right? God faithfully supplied water from the brook and commanded the ravens to drop off food for him every morning and night. But here's the thing. The brook started to dry up. So day in and day out, Elijah had to sit and watch the water slowly trickle away. Can you imagine what is going on here in his mind? Most of us would hit a breaking point and leave to find other options, but Elijah didn't. He stayed and waited on God. And what a display of obedience this was. When the brooks of our lives start to dry, why does God want us to wait? Why does he allow us to squirm within times of isolation and hardship? It's to cut away our self-reliance and pride to be used for his plan and purpose. So if you feel as God has placed you in timeout and you're struggling with looking elsewhere to fulfill a need, sit still, wait it out, because every parent knows as long as your kid sits there, they can eventually get out of timeout. But if they get up and they are disobedient, they have to continue to sit there in timeout. God is working in you for the next big thing, and what he wants you to do is sit it out, wait it out, be obedient, and trust him. Just as we say all the stinking time on the CGS Biblecast, if you will trust the Lord and lean on his understanding, your life's going to get better. Things are going to come into clarity. Things are going to make more sense. And things always get better when you trust the Lord, because he is so worthy of your trust. Give it to him and let him continue to supply, even when it seems like the brook's drying up, because it isn't. God is going to take care of you. He is our provider. He is going to make a way. Be blessed today and trust the Lord.